When you're using any automation platform, one of the most common things you're going to be doing is debugging and trying to figure out where issues are and the original cause of them, and then fixing those. I'm going to show you some of the easiest ways that you can debug scenarios within N8N. So we're going to start with this example where within this form submission, and this is using the same example as we had previously, within this, I just added in any sort of expression here that I knew was going to throw an error and was going to cause this to error out. So once I press test workflow here, we see problem in date node at the very bottom right. So what do we do from here? You can go into the node directly and try to see on the right hand side the output. You can ask the assistant for that, and the assistant is actually quite good at times at analyzing the error and providing a resolution to that. So this is searching through N8N's solutions, and in this case it actually gives us the solution. So it's effectively saying to get rid of this section here. That's one very, very useful thing to do. So once you've fixed it, what you can do is go into the executions, and on the left hand side here, you'll see error succeeded. So these are the past executions of this, and then we can go into this most recent one. I'm going to zoom in. I can click into it and then see the output and the issue for this particular execution. Now, if I go in here, go back to the editor, and go and fix this problem, and I'll save that. So you'll see workflow changes saved. Once I go to executions, I can retry with the original workflow from the node with error. So it's going to retry the workflow. So if you were triggering other external systems, it's not going to send those messages again and maybe like add other entries to Excel sheets or click up tasks or send messages or whatever it is you're doing. Now I can try to retry from the original workflow, and the retry was successful. Now what happened? We can see it's gone through here and it's sent the email. So it went through the entire workflow, and that worked. That's one way that you can retry. Another way is you can click into the execution and press debug in editor. Press unpin if it shows up like that. Now the execution data is imported. This is a really impressive feature of N8N, far better than we see in lots of other automation platforms. And it allows us to click into one of these, and we can see the data is automatically pinned. So if we press test workflow, it's going to test the workflow with that data included. Very, very handy. And now if we click test workflow, we can go and try and resolve that issue, and we can keep resolving issues as we're going along. So for example, you could fix this issue, press test workflow. Once that is working, maybe this will error out. Then you can press test workflow again. So if there were errors in every single node, you could just keep fixing the problems, keep testing the workflow until you have your workflow fixed, and then you're good. So overall, N8N is a fantastic tool for debugging. Just make sure to use these tools, either the retry function here or the debug in editor, because it's just going to save you so much time when you're debugging your scenarios.